Hi, welcome to CGS2531 for Fall 2015. I'm Dr. Pamela Dickrell, and I'm going to just take you through an introduction right now of what our course is going to be about, how it's structured, the different teaching items that will be brought into the course, assignments, expectations, communication type things. So the first thing is everything will be done through Canvas. If you've not logged into Canvas before, the place to start is at this UF e-learning page, which is lss.at.ufl.edu, and then go to this blue button, e-learning in Canvas, and then you'll log in, click that, you'll log in with your GatorLink credentials, and then you'll have your course menu to choose from. Pull down the course shell for CGS2531, and then you will be in the course. I set the front page of our course shell to our syllabus, and you should be able to go to this front page to find all the running information as the course goes on. So it won't be all over the place in Canvas. We'll try to keep everything on this front page so it's nice and clean for an online course. That being said, this is a completely online course. I'm going to zoom in a little here for you. You don't have to come to class. There's no exams you have to come to. Everything is going to be done as assignments turned in through Canvas, and the assignments will be done using the computer software platform of Microsoft Office. So you'll need to have access to either Microsoft Office 2013 for PC, 2011 for Mac, or Office 365 for either Mac or PC. So there's no textbook to purchase, there's no publisher software to purchase, but you do need to have these software platforms and a microphone on your computer, because for the PowerPoint exercises, you're going to be doing an audio recording later on in the course. If you don't have one of these versions of Office, there is a free download of Office 365 for UF students. I put an announcement out to the class, but if you want to find the link to that, click on Announcements over here on the left tab, and you can see this free Microsoft Office 365 download. Follow this link and it'll take you to the UF page where, using your UF student credentials, you can get a copy of that. So get that installed if you don't have one of these other versions of Office yet on your computer. Course content and story. This course should have a story behind it. Every course should have a story behind it. What you're going to come in with, what you're going to do, what you're going to leave with. This is going to be a story about you. We are going to learn these software platforms, but we're going to learn them by doing them, and doing them in building a portfolio on yourself. So you're going to do some self-reflection about your major, your reason for being here, what interests you in life, what career goals you have. You're going to do some research on companies. You're going to obtain data on these companies. You're going to learn how to graph data, to look at products that places might make or you might influence or market, and how to look at publicly available data on them, to graph them in different ways and do analysis using this computer software. You're going to put these things all together in reports. You're going to work on a resume for yourself, work on a self-budget. You're going to put all this information together to put out a PowerPoint presentation that's like an elevator pitch, as if you were interviewing for a company and as if you were giving a report back to a company or investors. So this will be using these software platforms, but it's going to be very personal to you and hopefully interest you enough that it's not just going through and clicking through the software to learn it, but in addition to learning the mechanics, how to use it for something to build interest in yourself and to self-reflect on your experiences here at UF and your major and your passions to lift you off into the next step of an internship or career from here. So that's what this story is about of this course, and we're going to do it through using this software platform. Honesty policy. You know the honesty policy for UF. You've all signed it. Every assignment you turn into Canvas will be screened through a third-party software called Turnitin, where we check for copying what and whatnot, but you really shouldn't do that because all the assignments are going to be tuned to you. So there's no reason anyone should be like anyone else's. Assignment due dates, they're all set here now. plan for these assignment due dates. There's 5 assignments. Each assignment is 20% of your grade. 5 times 20 is 100. That's the total value of all your grades. You need to do all 5 assignments. There are plenty of warning them when they're due. They're due before 5 o'clock p.m. Don't save it to the last minute. There's just very strict late penalty in this class. Last minute computer issues are not a reason for turning it in late. There's no excuses. You can always turn it in a day early, 5 days early. There's no reason to save it up to the last minute. I'm giving you this warning now, and I'll warn you many other times, so there's no reason you should come to me later saying, oh, my computer died. I'm giving you plenty of warning, plenty of reason to know when it's due now. They're all due on Thursdays by 5 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. If it's even a minute late to 24 hours late, you lose 50%. That's a letter grade for your final grade. After 24 hours late, we don't accept it. So part of professional work with computer software is planning for timing and deadlines, and this is not to be mean to you as students in any way, but we really want to build professional practice of working with software platforms, getting the bugs out. You know you do them, you set time goals for yourself, you get the assignments done, you upload them into Canvas, you log out of Canvas and log back in and double check your assignments in there well before the deadline. So you guys are all adults, this is professional practice, the due dates are up there, don't turn them in late, there's a strict penalty for that. Assignments and pace, there's 5 assignments, each worth 20 points. It's your responsibility to double check you've uploaded them into Canvas by the deadline. This goes through that late policy, about 1 minute to 24 hours late, 50% automatically deducted before any points are taken off for work quality. And over 24 hours late, we don't accept it. Got to build these professional skills. And all of these assignments, I think you can all do excellent on them if you give yourself the time and go through and do them. So what ends up happening in this class is the grade distributions really come down to the people that don't do them or turn them in late, and that's where we drop off to B's and C's in this course. I think everyone has the potential to do very well, A, quality work in this course if you keep on top of the class, keep up with the pace, and do all the portions of the assignment. Now, what is the grading scale? Here is the grading scale. If you do a 92 or better, you will get an A in the class. 82 or better is sufficient for a B. 72 or better is sufficient for a C. 62 or better is sufficient for a D. Less than 59 will result in an E grade. There will be some pluses and minuses in between these based on how the grades fall out. So for example, if you've earned an 82, there's no way you'll get anything less than a B. But some of the higher 80s might end up with a B plus or even an A minus, but then if you get at least a 92, you'll be guaranteed an A. So that's where the hard cutoffs are, and the plus and minuses will fall somewhere in between. Accommodation for students with disabilities. If you need to register with that office, please do so. This is all an assignment-based class. There's no exams, so we won't need to do anything with time and a half exams. But if there's other things that are of concern with that, please register with them. They're a great office. UF Counseling Services, UF Counseling Wellness Center. If you have any personal issues, if you're feeling stressed, you need someone to talk to, please go to this center or give them a call. They're excellent at helping students and helping students with private concerns that might be something that you just need to talk to someone about. Great group. Please use their services. So I'm going to break this class down into modules as far as topics go around Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. And there's something up here to get you started for now, and I'll do more lectures along the way of different modules. So Module 1, just talking about Microsoft Word Essentials. The first thing we're going to do is learn how to do the mechanics of all the menus and all the options in Word. And there's a very well done software platform called lynda.com that goes through these different versions of the software based on your computer and based on which version of Office you have, and breaks it down into little step-by-step videos that are little 5-minute chunks by topic. And your fees as a UF student are used to pay to get you free, to you at least, through your fees, membership into lynda.com. So to get there, to get to lynda.com, you're going to follow this link here. That's the it.ufl.edu/training. And we'll go there. And then you will click on this yellow lynda.com link on the right. And you might have to log in again with your Gator link. If not, I was already logged in. It'll just bring you to lynda.com. And this platform has a whole bunch of neat training videos on quite a variety of topics. And we'll talk about this a little later because part of your first assignment will be looking for other topics in here, other courses to look at. But the first thing you're going to do in this course is watch one of these 4 videos, series of videos. And this is just based on if you have a Mac with Office 365, a PC using Office 365, a PC using Word 2013, a Mac using Word 2011. Any of these 4 combinations based on your computer and your software platform, you're going to watch this series of videos. So let's just click on one of these, like the Word for Mac 2011 Essential Training. And the reason we're using this platform is, one, it's a resource for you as a UF student. You should know about it and use it. 2, they do an excellent job of breaking the videos down into little step-by-step tutorials. Let's see if we can get this thing to load up again. There we go. And 3, they have exercise files with them. So the first thing you'll probably want to do is go and download the exercise files to your computer. Once you have those exercise files, these videos go through in step-by-step on how to manipulate those exercise files, those Word files, to learn the different aspects of the software. And you can see this is broken down into different little video topics: understanding the Word interface, working with files, learning the basics of text, and they're little 5-6 minute videos that do a great job in saying a lot of information about a specific topic in bite-sized chunks. So you don't have to sit here and watch all of this at once, but go through, watch a few videos, make sure you can manipulate the files and understand how to do these things. And then another cool thing they do with this
Once you've created a
I'll let
document,
it play
you
for a
can work with
second.
it like any other file on your computer. You can open existing
They
documents,
show what's
save
going
new
on within
documents
there,
or documents you've changed,
and there's a
close document
running
windows when you're done working with them.
transcript down here.
Let's take a closer look. If you already have a document that's been created and saved on
Pause this
disk,
for you guys.
can
So they'll go through and show you how to manipulate it up here, and there's a written running transcript down here that you can both hear what they're saying, see what they're saying, and see step by step how to manipulate the software. So we're using this for the mechanics of words. The first thing I want you to do is go through, based on which computer you have and which software platform you have, watch this series on Word that's a specific one for your computer and software platform, and go through each little video segment and manipulate the Word files that they give you for downloads. And we're using this so you learn the mechanics of words, the mechanics of all the tools, and how to go through and do the different aspects of them. Based on the knowledge you get in here, I will then be giving lectures on what we're going to do with that knowledge from this class. Now you know how to make a Word file and insert a table and do references and footnotes. Okay, you got all those mechanics down from these awesome people at lynda.com that can train you on whichever computer you want to use for it. Now let's use it to make something. So the next portion of this course will then go through and we'll talk about your first Word assignment, given that you've absorbed all the knowledge from these videos, or you can go back and look at them if you need to look something up, and we'll take it from there for your first assignment. So again, you're only going to watch one of these 4 based on your computer and software, but leave plenty of time. So this is a good thing to do. Get done in week 1. Take those 5-7 hours, depending on which one it is. Go through, watch each segment of the video, and manipulate the files they give you to download. One other thing for this class right now is how to ask questions. There are 520 of you the last time I looked in this course, and there's one of me and a handful of TAs. The best way to ask any questions in this course is to go to the discussion board. So on the left here, you click on this discussions tab. It's going to tell you how to use the discussion board in this class. So I've pinned this one on the top. Ask any questions you have for this course related to course material, not personal questions, here on the discussion board. There's hundreds of you guys. Do not email me an individual question on an assignment. Do not email a TA an individual question on the assignment. Post your questions to the discussion board, because then I can answer them. The TAs can answer them. You guys can answer them for each other. This is not considered cheating, having discussions on this discussion board, because you're going to discuss methods you use, clarification of items. You're each going to turn in your own individual work that should not be copied from each other. But these are open discussions to help learn from each other of different methods you used, what tools do something the best within any of the software platforms. So if you have a question, post it up here. If you can answer someone's question on here, please chime in, type in some answers to the discussions. What I'm doing on the discussion board for this class is it's going to be very topic specific. So I'm going to make specific topics like assignment 1, assignment 2. I'll make one for each assignment and then one that's an other category. And this does well to keep you somewhat on topic. Assignment 1 should be about assignment 1 issues. And if it doesn't fall into one of the assignments, put it in the other category, and I'll finish creating that today. So there's a category for each assignment and then an other catch-all category. But please put any questions you have about the course up in the discussion board, and we'll all help each other, and I'll look at this regularly, the TAs will, to answer any of your questions. We'll be making announcements for office hours for this course in the next few days. No, those will all be online office hours, and we'll go through the method of how to do those later on this week, but there'll be office hours, at least about 10 per week, between me and the TAs where you can log in online and get help remotely for the class. So again, welcome to the class. This is just the intro of how to get into the Canvas site, what to do now, what to do first as listed on the Canvas site to get you started in your first series of videos that go through the mechanics, and then we'll take, once you have those mechanics, from here of how we're going to actually apply it to the assignments in this course. All right, take care.